Hi there, I'm Sheelagh Maria. I am a psychic medium for starseeds, and welcome to Archangel Michael on Manifesting Money. One of the biggest issues that I see with sensitive people is that despite all the affirming and the being positive, more money doesn't come. So I spoke to Archangel Michael as to how to get more money into your actual life. And the first thing I want to say to you is that if you enjoy my work, I'm a small business in the heart of rural Lincolnshire. It would make a massive difference so that I can keep doing this work if you would like, comment and subscribe. I am trying to get to just 1,000 subscribers, which is not a lot for some, but it's a great deal for me. I would be so grateful. Okay, let's get into this. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about why you're having difficulty receiving actual money, actual income more than you normally get. So what you may not realize is within your aura, there are 7 layers, and of those 7 layers, there are 3 layers that can disconnect and go into the realm that they are connected to. So you've got your higher self, which is in the 7th layer, and that is the part of you that is overseeing all your past lives and parallel lives at the same time. You have got your soul self, which is in the 4th layer, and if you get overwhelmed, if you feel very, very tired, your soul can actually disconnect and go off into the soul realm. It can't completely disconnect from you, but it's not anchored into your physical frame. It's like up there and like a speech bubble. And the soul dimension is where our soul contracts are and where our relationships with our soulmates are. So if we're worried about a loved one, or if we're worrying about any loved one, any relationship, your soul can often disconnect. And then we have your astral body, which is the first layer closest to your physical body. And that's the part of you that goes walkabout when you're bored, when you're in shock. And the astral realms are not a positive place. That is where everybody's fear that is unresolved is floating around, and it is connected to the earth. So what happens when your soul body and your astral body slightly disconnect is that you will have this experience of, you might feel very calm, very floaty, and this also happens when empaths meditate, that when they come back, they then feel very calm and very floaty for the rest of the day. But what it actually means is that your soul body is not fully anchored into the ground, into your earth star. And that means that no matter how much you affirm that you are abundant or how grateful you are, when the next lot of energy from your higher self comes into your aura, it has to hit your soul, and then it has to hit your astral layer in order for it to come through your physical body into your money area at the front of your aura and manifest into actual money within your physical life. Thank you very much. So, people's soul bodies float to the top of their aura. Your astral body can disconnect and go off into the astral realms. This is normally when you're anxious, frustrated, grieving, very, very bored, very, very emotionally tired, very, very physically tired or in pain. And then when your higher self sends you higher self energy, it basically doesn't hit your soul, doesn't go into your physical body, doesn't go into the timeline, cannot manifest. So Michael says your income gets bigger when it gets bigger in your energy before it gets bigger on earth. And that's why. So the money you have is the path to the money you want. Now, most people, when they need a lot more money, just don't feel that the money that they have is enough. And I understand that. But what you've got to remember is energy increases over a period of time. So it's about being grateful about the money that you've got, but it's also about making avenues that allow a new financial pathway to start to be created at the front of your aura, and then going into the days and the weeks ahead. And one of the problems with being sort of very floaty or ungrounded in any way, which is not a criticism, because I can be very ungrounded, is that yes, the higher self energy comes in, it just drains away, doesn't go into your soul. It has to go boom, 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 boom through every layer of your aura to go into your money area, to then go into your timeline. So what you've got to bear in mind is that being grateful lightens your vibration, but it doesn't create a new timeline, because you're not actually creating any movement. So just as you might go to an exercise class and do the warm-up, you're not going to get fit if you don't get out of breath. You have to do the movements to get your body working. So in order to get your flow of money coming here and soon, you've got to be moving your physical body, but also moving your life along. So having a high vibration is no help in manifestation. What you need is an active life path where you are looking at how you can move forward in your life today. Now, on that subject, you may not feel that there is anything you can do today that will make any difference to your money coming in. So let's say that, for argument's sake, you're on a fixed income, or you rely on your spouse or the state for the income you have, right? Doesn't matter. Feeling empowered within your life and taking new steps for you as a soul in this world. We're not talking about clearing your aura. We're not talking about visualization. We're not talking about meditation. This is the opposite of all those things, okay? So taking new steps for you as a soul, for you as a person, that make you feel like you are moving forward at least 3 times a week, every week, that will start to create a new pathway that money energy can then make a financial pathway. So when I did this, I joined a health club. I go swimming 3 or 4 times a week. I was already walking my dog much further every day. Then I employed a new website lady. Then I employed an SEO person. Now I am looking at upgrading my tech. I had my little studio created. Every single week, at least 3 times a week, I take steps forward for either myself or my business, so that I'm showing the universe my life gets better. Because it's all very well affirming it, but if you're not showing the universe, nothing more will come. You may not lose anything, but nothing more will come. So the key is for you to create a new financial pathway. So affirming and being grateful and being grounded will allow the money energy to come in and go into your money area. Yes, you do have one, right? That allows the energy to come in and go at the front. What it doesn't do, it doesn't create a new financial timeline. So the way that you create a new financial timeline, and I'm going like this because Michael was very, very clear with me on this, you have to invest in your future. You have to invest with the money that you have, even if it's less than the money that you're getting, okay? So again, you might sign up for a subscription. You might sign up for an evening class. You might start saving for a holiday next year, but you start paying for it now. You might start putting away a sum of money every single week towards a new laptop. Whatever it is, you increase your commitment to yourself financially. It doesn't matter if it's £1 a day. It doesn't matter if you really don't have much money. It may be that you've got no money to create a new financial timeline, but you go see a debt advisor and you get a payment plan in there. You start creating a streamline so that you're saying to the universe, okay, I've got debt, but I expect more to come, and my intention is to sort this out, pay it off, and move on with my life. Okay? So you must invest in yourself in a way that is new for you if you want the universe to do it as well. Okay? Now, what will happen when you do this? The arrival of more money usually happens gradually in dribs and drabs. And usually people discount this because it's not enough to warrant what you're having to invest in yourself. So let's say you're going to start you want to take an evening class, but the evening class is going to cost you £300 and you're getting an extra £7.50 a week or an extra £20 a month from your employer. You don't want to actually put that money out until you've got that money coming back. So you wait. If you wait, your money area gets smaller. Okay? And I always say it's like a limp willy. It's no good to anyone if it's limp. And that's what happens. Or lettuce. It gets limp and then it's no good. Okay? So what we want to say to you is when the arrival of more money happens and it's gradual, or it's a bit here, it's a bit there, and it's, you know, it's a bit up and down, you still need to invest in yourself in new ways, okay? You've got to commit to your new financial path for more money to come. Remember that energy coming into your soul, into your astral body. It's then got to go into your money area and into your timeline for it to manifest. And just affirming is not going to bring the money to the honey. It's not going to happen without you take physical action. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is I want to just mention again, please stay grounded. Do not become so focused on meditating and visualizing and affirming that you don't take the obvious steps that you need to take, which is paying the bills you need to pay and getting the advice that you need. Okay, you must be connected to the real world to receive money from the other world. It does work. And we are just quickly going to tell you 5 things that can block your flow, especially if you are an empath. Number 1, beliefs that money is hard to come by. Okay, they play in your aura like a really bad song, and it reinforces the fact that there's nothing you can do. Number 2, physical weariness and emotional fatigue. If you have got a real feeling of not having enough energy to live your life in any way, if you're exhausted emotionally, any energy that you get from your higher self will go into your soul and into your physical body to try to help you to recover. It can't bring you money, okay? So if you're very, very weary, then that's something you've got to empower yourself to look at for more money to come. Okay, number 3, not taking any new steps in your life that cost money. This is because your money area gets smaller. So if your money area gets smaller, you're putting out less, it's coming in, but there isn't enough for it to go anywhere. It's like trying to have a nice hot bath in an inch worth of hot water that's lukewarm. Okay, number 4, scattering your energy too much in your day-to-day life because it ungrounds you. Remember, your higher self energy has to come into your soul body, into your emotional body, into your astral body, then into your money area, and then out into your timeline. Number 5, soul contracts, where you are expected to provide for others regularly, okay? If you have got people who are sucking your energy, you might love them very, very much. And there's a difference between someone that really, really needs you because they've got behavioural difficulties or mobility issues, and somebody that could do more than they're doing, but they're off their face, you know, on alcohol or weed, or someone that is just expecting you to work like a dog and it's taking all your energy, okay? That will block your flow as well. So the one thing that Archangel Michael wants you to know about money, this is word for word what the Archangel said, and I trust him because he saved my son 20 minutes from death and he's now 15. Okay, it's not the money that is missing, it's the free flow of energy running through your aura. If your aura is very porous and you're losing energy, no amount of being positive will help. Your higher self regularly sends you new energy and new ideas. Often your energy flows away before it reaches your timeline. It just dissolves. And if you don't take the new ideas, because at the moment you don't feel like they'll pay off, you're not creating that new pathway that allows money to come. Remember, for money to actually manifest, your own energy flow must be fluid. Create physical momentum in your life. And when you get an idea, even though you may think, well, that's not going to do much, don't dismiss it. It opens up the energy into a new money timeline. You will start receiving money from different places as the timeline expands. Be patient with the process, but keep taking grounded real-world action. Especially if you're investing in yourself, it's a huge neon sign to the universe that says, I know that more is coming soon. If I can help you with this, I do offer financial abundance clearings. They're not Reiki, they're very specific. And you can find out all my services over at www.sheelaghmaria.com/work with me. For now, I hope you have a money-tastic weekend. Lots of love from us. Bye-bye.